What's going on, boys and girls? It's Tom. And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast. The Chronicles of 2003, 2023.
Everybody get down, and no one gets hurt. Everybody get down, I got a gun inside my sweatshirt. Everybody get down, and no one gets hurt.
Perfect. Let's go take one of those. Let's take that.
You want to?
Yeah.
Check.
How you guys doing? You all okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doing great.
That's what we like to hear. How long have you been at Trees for? Did you come in yesterday? Did you get it today?
We got here today, this morning, and this is our first UK festival appearance. And it was awesome. Felt really good about our set. Really cool festival, and we're very stoked and grateful to be here.
Yeah, when you got the list for people to interview, and you guys came up, I listened to music definitely at my street. So I was like, get a follow in there, let's get a subscribe going.
Yeah, awesome,
Absolutely
thank
incredible.
you.
But I was gutted because I missed your set because we've been here all day. Which is just, well, I'm so pleased that your first UK festival was so good.
No, I was like, we kind of didn't know what to expect. Because the only other time that we've toured over here was last year, around this time actually, just a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
And that was good, but we were supporting, and we're like, okay, this time we're coming back and headlining, let's see how it goes. But taking that leap for the first time with anything, it's like you kind of don't know what to expect. There's still a little bit of mystery, kind of like rolling the dice like that. So coming into this, we're like, first festival appearance, we're like, all right, playing a little bit earlier, but hopefully it's cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's people there, and it was packed. Like I've felt very good about it. We had an awesome, really solid pit going. A lot of people singing along, all that. So I mean, definitely, I can say for all of us, definitely surpassed our expectations.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Do you?
This alone was worth it. We're like, cool. We're over here. We're doing, some more shows with this. But if it was cool, just coming over here to play just this, totally worth it. So,
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Do you set up your sets for festivals different to shows, for example?
Yeah.
So obviously because there's a whole brand new crowd that maybe some people haven't heard of you, or obviously there'll be some mainstays and whatnot. So do you set up your set around the fact that it's a festival, or do you just go regardless?
Yeah, we had to just time constraints and everything. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a shorter set. But yeah, really, because with playing a club show, playing a bit longer and everything, kind of ebbs and flows, a little bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
We love to come out high energy, get it going right away. Definitely, that's always preferable.
Yeah.
But having the foot all the way down on the gas the whole time is unsustainable. It's I can only do so much, and it's you get exhausted. It's I like to move around. I like to jump and everything. So it's having it all be just all gas, no brakes is not sustainable. So we're okay, cool. We gotta ride it and incorporate some of our more chill songs and everything.
Yeah.
And really just also just as we grow, getting better with crowd interaction and banter and everything, because I've been terrible with that. In the past, I've had some horror stories of saying the wrong cities, saying the wrong, saying the completely wrong bands that were on tour. Cause I just I just zone out sometimes. I'm just talking, and I mess up the details.
Yeah.
I've also had 6 concussions, so I'm not all there. Not all there. Yeah. It's
Do I'm asking? Was it football related or is
hockey.
it? Oh, hockey. Oh,
Hockey,
okay.
and then I was okay, cool. Not cool. I gotta stop doing this. But, I was all right, I'm just gonna focus on music now. Cool. But then from there, it was I got 2 just from going to shows and getting, I grew up going to hardcore shows and stuff. So I was just getting smacked around. I was damn, not really doing myself any favors here. So earlier on with Hardtag, man, it was definitely a bit more chill all around. Not any crazy pits or anything, but we've kind of come full circle, and now with the past 2 records especially, it's been a lot higher energy. We're like, all right, you know, getting back in touch with the hardcore and punk roots and everything. You know, not fully going there, but incorporating some of that influence. And
What 2 records?
the record that we just released called Freak of Nature, and then we had an EP before called Thoughts and Prayers. I'd say Thoughts and Prayers definitely kind of deliberately towed that line more of being a bit like going a bit heavier. But yeah, I mean, past like the record we just released and the one before, definitely you know, a bit higher energy than our earlier stuff.
It's funny you say that about being a frontman and stuff like that. I think there's one thing that people don't realise. Okay, you're a great musician, you can do all this sort of stuff, but getting out there, talking to a room full of strangers, it's got to be quite daunting.
Oh, it's definitely very daunting. And the thing is, I used to play guitar and do vocals, and now I'm just a frontman. So like that's been another thing, like kind of like adjusting into that, growing into that role and everything, because that was like a, you know, post-COVID thing. Really, it's relatively new. You know, I've really just since we got back on the road at what was that, the end of 2021?
Yeah.
We did a tour with Neck Deep, and that was you know, my first time just doing vocals.
Yeah.
And right away I was like, oh, I'm moving way too much. I'm like, I wanted to be like constantly moving, constantly jumping around and everything. I'm like, I physically can't do this. Like, this is way too much. So it's like learning how to do that and adjusting and everything. It's definitely been an interesting journey. But yeah, it's like, that's like a whole, like just adjusting to that. And then on top of that, like learning how to like interact with the crowd and feeding off of their energy and stuff. It's like the tour we just did in the US. I mean, now it's gotten to the point where like, you know, Ty has to tell me to shut up. You know?
I'm trying to play the next song.
You know, I'll be like, I'll be like saying something, and then I just hear him strum out a chord. I'm like, all right, I gotta wrap this up.
That's the guitarist way of saying, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's the guitarist putting the cane out on stage and yanking like, shut up.
And it starts with this, and then I'm like, if he doesn't see it or realize what I'm doing, it's like, okay.
Yeah, like I don't see it a lot. I'm oblivious, and then you're just like, I'm like, oh, all right, let's go. You know.
That's what we were doing. We're playing music.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Like, we've been talking about pickles for 5 minutes.
You're saying that though, really using up energy on tour. Like if you're touring with Neck Deep, that dude's got some energy on front as well.
Absolutely, I've learned a lot from Ben too. I mean, he's given me some, you know, awesome tips and pointers and stuff. It's like I feel like every tour that we do, I pick up a little thing, like a little tidbit of knowledge to where I'm like, oh, like okay, this is getting a little bit more manageable, which is nice because, you know, as we grow, I'm like, all right, I feel like I got to be on my shit more and like be the best I can be and like not throwing my voice out. Unfortunately, we've never had to miss a show from like me losing my voice or anything.
Touch wood.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's like it's been like touring with them it's awesome. I love that band. But yeah, like definitely learned a lot from them.
It's amazing. We absolutely love talking to bands at festivals though, because festivals to me, there's just something so different and special about music festivals. It's like everyone just seems like one big family. It's really hard to explain. It's like we've never met you two guys before. You just walked up, sat down, having a laugh. We've had a guest host a minute ago. You know, we're having great fun together.
Yeah, we're all pissing in the same pots, you know?
Exactly. And you see people just walk up to you and say, hey, it's you. We're like, who are you? Don't know, let's have a beer. Everyone just gets along amazingly. Do you find that as an artist when you're on stage? I don't know if it's the same in the States at festivals, like everyone just comes together because like, fuck it, we're here to have a good time.
I definitely feel that we have not done many festivals. Like in the States, we've only done a couple.
Yeah.
We have a couple coming up that we're very excited about. But I feel like, like when we played a festival called So What in Texas last year, and that was like our first sort of like bigger festival outside of Ohio, because we've done like some like smaller day festival types of things in Ohio, but like that was our first like big festival appearance in the U.S. And yeah, I definitely felt that it was like kind of like, you know, you just see so many people and so many bands that we know, you know, just throughout the years, and like from unlikely lanes too, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like fans outside looking in, they're like, oh, you know, like this band hanging out with this band, that's not expected. It's like, yeah, I mean, wouldn't really make sense to go on tour together, but yeah, I mean, we're friends. Like, we're all here kind of doing the same thing, different flavors and all that. But yeah, I mean, we're all, like, there's definitely that sort of sense of community.
It's exactly that. It's community and sticking together and looking out for each other. Like, as a show, we are ambassadors of a charity called the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. I don't know, are you familiar with the story of Sophie? It's not exactly a light story. Basically, Sophie and her boyfriend Rob, back in 2007, were walking through a park on the way home, and 5 guys basically just attacked them, beat the living hell out of them, to the point Sophie lost her life.
Oh, wow.
And this was simply because they were dressed differently. Like, Sophie had dreads and they were wearing jeans and black t-shirts. That's pretty much all it was to it. There was no rhyme or reason, that was it.
Yeah.
So her mom started this charity to basically raise awareness to make the alternative subculture, as we call it, a strand of hate crime, because the people that did this would have suffered a much harsher punishment if it was classed as a hate crime, which it was at the end of the day. They were targeted for being different. So festivals like this and gigs and stuff, it's so important to people's mental health, and to just be able to relax and be yourself and not constantly looking over your shoulder thinking, oh, someone's going to shout something at me any minute now, am I going to get shoved from behind and beat up? But is this something you've ever experienced growing up, being part of this culture?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when you get a bunch of people who all have the same core common interests and stuff, it brings that familial vibe to it, you know. And it's like we all might like different flavors of, you know, whether it's punk music or like metal or hardcore or like anything. It's just like we all get together and like you can have meaningful conversations with people about why I don't like that band's first record, but their second one's awesome. It's like,
exactly.
It feels like even if it's someone that you met 5 minutes ago, it feels like you've known them for years because you have this connection through music and everything, and like the clothes that we're into and everything, you know, and it really is special.
I joke about it a bit, but I feel like for a lot of stuff that kind of falls under the alternative umbrella, it's like everyone else is just screamo. They're like, what is that screamo bullshit? You know?
Oh, hail Satan!
Yeah, it's all fucking weird at the end of the day. So like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, growing up, it's like I was like, I feel like at my high school, it's like I was one of like 3 punk kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you got like all different cliques of other expressions of, you know, alternative culture, if you will. And it's like, I mean, shit, even back then, like in high school, it's like, you know, not everyone even vibed with each other. And it's like, why not?
But yeah, I mean, definitely.
We're all the weird kids here.
It was cool growing up and like going to shows and meeting all the kids who were into the weird stuff that I was into from other schools, to the point where I had more friends from other schools than my own.
Absolutely. I didn't have any friends in my school. It was like, I was like, oh, I'm going to this DIY venue in like the worst part of town, and we're all like throwing fireworks at each other. This is where I want to be.
These are my people.
I'm not going to prom. I'm not going to prom. I'm going to that.
There's severe lack of fireworks in this prom, and way too much supervision. I'm not a fan.
Are you getting to check anybody else out while you're here?
Oh yeah. Like right away, we caught the tail end of Origami Angels set. That band's awesome, and it's a crazy band. Love them. And then right after that, Pale Dust was playing. Ty wasn't familiar with them, but I was. The band is wild. There's so much going on there, and I love it. It's like just a amalgamation of like a ton of different things in such a like really cool, exciting way. They're very cool. Then we saw like right after that, saw Military Gun. They killed it. And that I kind of tapped out after that because I was like, okay, I kind of gotta start getting ready to do this. So, you know, it's been a very good day so far. I really want to see Rival Schools.
Yeah.
And
it seems to be the band of the festival. Everyone we spoke to is like, who are you going to see? Rival Schools.
Yeah. I've never seen them, and I love them. You know, like, so it's a big deal. Like for us personally, it's like, oh, cool to be able to be able to come over here and have our first UK festival appearance. It's like that in and of itself is like a huge win for us. It's very exciting. But like, oh shit, all right, cool. We get to see Rival Schools too. Like they're playing too. We're lucky enough to be on the day that they're on too. Awesome. Like
that's amazing.
Nothing but it's a good day to win.
Obviously, today is the first day of your Freak of Nay tour. Great wordplay, by the way. First day of the UK leg. How are you looking forward to this tour?
Oh, really looking forward to it. I mean, like I said, last year, a little over a year ago was our only other time here. So, we were really looking forward to getting back because, I mean, we've been a band for a while and it's like, I feel like we're new over here. So it's like really exciting to like get back. I mean, like with the US, it's like, the tour that we just did there, it's like we played all cities that we've played before multiple times, except for Albuquerque, which was really cool. So it's like we always like playing new places and, just building up what we got going on. So it's like really exciting to get back over here and do that and, just keep it going, keep the momentum going. And yeah, so I mean, we're like really looking forward to this and like being able to do some headlining shows over here.
So your new album came out in May. Has it been well received?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
We asked every night on the US leg of the tour, and everybody liked it.
Yeah, every night. It was like,
It seems like nobody dislikes it.
yeah. Like, I was like, what do y'all think of the record? And everyone, just, woo! Yeah.
He's got one guy in the back who's like, I preferred the first one,
Actually,
frankly.
actually, I think it fucking sucks. But I'm here. But yeah, no, it's been really well received. Everyone loves it. They're like, it's been very well received. However, I think now more than ever, I've definitely seen some commotion about my lyrics, but whatever.
What do you mean?
Just like people that don't like my lyrics.
Oh,
Why?
They're like, oh, it's too violent. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
Go listen to someone else. I don't know. Do you not watch movies? Like,
There's way worse out there. Go listen to Cannibal Corpse. Jesus Christ.
yeah. That's the thing. It's like, in comparison, it's nothing. But I feel like for the lane that we're in, it's kind of like jarring for some people. They're like, oh, like, you're like a band that's like sort of in the melodic punk / pop punk world. Why aren't you singing about a breakup? Why aren't you singing about that? Like, you're supposed to be doing this. And it's like, no, I want to make songs about blowing up buildings and killing my enemies.
Yeah, it's great.
Like,
absolutely incredible.
yeah.
Makes you stand out above everyone else.
Yeah, what do you
mate,
want
so
from me?
fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that like being sad is exactly a productive emotion. I would rather be angry and like be just like channeling that instead of like woe is me, I suck. Like, I'm so sad. Like, you're not gonna get any better just wallowing in it.
No, that's absolutely, people deal with emotions in different ways.
Yeah.
They want to listen to bands that have those sort of lyrics. Go listen to them.
Yeah.
You'll do
But
what
then
you
it's
do.
But then it's funny because a lot of, then I'll like meet our fans. They're like, wow, you're actually like really nice and normal. You're normal. I'm like, make no mistake, I'm not fucking normal, but I am nice. I can be pleasant.
Expect to crawl out of the backstage area with a knife. Like, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, I'm like, well, you caught me on a good day. I just got my shots earlier. So.
When they wear off in 5 minutes,
Run! Look out.
It's been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for
Hell
taking
yeah.
time to chat to us. Really appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Great to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hell yeah.
Say good luck with the
Thanks,
tour.
guys.
Thank you guys.